We now move into an engaging fireside chat titled TN the GCC Destination, featuring none other than our Honorable Minister, Dr. TRB Rajaa, Honorable Minister for Industries, Investment Promotion and Commerce, Government of Tamil Nadu. In conversation with him is a trailblazer from the tech and innovation space, a homegrown entrepreneur who scaled global heights, Mr. Suresh Sambandam, founder and CEO of Kissflow, to kindly join us today. This dialogue will bring forward invaluable insights on growth, investments, global positioning, and the future roadmap of GCCs in Tamil Nadu. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming both of them on the stage for this engaging discussion. Can we have a thunderous round of applause as we begin this engaging fireside chat? Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Rarely in events we get this opportunity to start a conversation with a huge milestone that has happened in the backdrop like last couple of days. Tamil Nadu has achieved double-digit growth of 11.19% growth after 14 years. And that is really not an easy achievement. What I want to do is, all of us, if we can stand up for a minute and give one standing ovation, not for the minister, not for the government, but for all the GCCs, but all the businesses, but all the people of Tamil Nadu who actually made it happen. Achieving GDP growth is not a one-man show, right? It's a huge ecosystem effort, and I think we have all achieved it together. Thank you, and thank you very much. So, I want to open up with that note. How does it feel? Oh, you're checking the time. So, how does it feel personally for you? Because especially the last milestone was Kalanjar's milestone, right? And to come close to that, did you sleep that day?
I haven't slept for a long time, so. But thanks, Suresh, for doing that, and thank you, everyone, for doing this today. It's amazing to be here among some brilliant minds from all over the country. Thanks for having me here, and you'll have to put up with us for what, 15-20 minutes, and then you're going to be okay. First of all, it's definitely a huge blessing to be at this point where Tamil Nadu is reaching new heights every single day. Yes, as Suresh said, we've done this before, but it has been 14 years. And the last time we hit double-digit growth was in 2010-11, when the phenom Kalaignar was Chief Minister. He did 13 plus, we're at 11.19, but our dream is to actually beat him and go beyond that too. And I'm sure we're going to do that. And yes, that's a very sweet gesture, Suresh. Thanks a lot. And I think that's what the Chief Minister said yesterday. He was here and he was telling, he told the world that this is, of course, not a single man's job. It's not just an achievement which has been achieved by one single person, not just the Dravidian model governance, not just the Chief Minister through M.K. Stalin avargal, not just his entire cabinet, it's not the administration alone, it's the people of Tamil Nadu. It's the way the people of Tamil Nadu have worked together and the sweat and blood and toil of the people of Tamil Nadu that's actually given us 11.19, a staggering 11.19. So it's a huge achievement. A fantastic feeling, but yes, this is just the beginning. We really want to go much higher than that. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I don't know how many of you know. I actually think like I work with not just our minister, but also with. Sorry. No, I'm done. So I had the opportunity to work with other government officers and everything, but I actually tend to think, just to give credit for the minister, there are 3 types of ministers. Okay? And there are the first type is the people who know how to win politics. Because if you don't win in politics, you can't become a minister. So that's very important. But then they do not know how to run the administration. That's type 1. And then the type 2 is the people who know how to win politics, but they are like, I know everything. They are dictatorship style. They don't know how to collaborate with the administrators. And then there is the third kind, people like Rajaa. They won 4-time MLA. They know how to win election, but also not just how to use the administration, but actually collaborate with the administration. So without that, I think this 11.19% is actually really not possible. That collaboration between the minister and the IAS officers that really made Tamilnadu, the GDP grow. So I think, not to take away the credit from whatever.
No, I think this regime is filled with people like that, and starting from the chief minister himself, and he learned that from his father. Kalanga used to be he used to have such huge admiration for the administrators, and he had some fantastic people around him. I think teamwork really helps, and that's what Tamil Nadu is. And our leader and almost all of my colleagues in the cabinet and the rest of them too are all amazing team workers. And I think as a team, we've given amazing results, and this is for India to emulate.
Sure. So, with that, let's go into the topic. I know you guys are going to talk a lot on GCCs, and there are so many industry giants, but I think it's good time to actually take a very broader and larger visionary perspective from Rajaa. So, when we started, it was like $300 billion GDP, right? Now we are like sub 500, 400 and something.
Around 320, 330 now, we're around 200 something then.
Yeah.
And we are definitely going towards the $1 trillion economy, so don't worry.
Now, at what kind of, see, I think if I do the CAGR computation, right, we need something close to 15% CAGR
to hit
the $1 trillion by 2030, right? Now, what are the grand plans, the dream plans to get there? And especially the plans that are inclusive in nature, not just that we develop Chennai or Coimbatore.
That's what I'm saying. So I'll stick to the GCC side of it, right? So I'll stick to the IT guys. Tamil Nadu is one state which believes in distributed growth. And I think this percentile of growth today that you see is a result of inclusive politics, inclusive policy, and as an effect, distributed growth. And how did we get this? You look at any state in India. Let's take. I'm not trying to be. I'm not belittling them. I'm just placing facts. Now look at, let's say, Telangana, Hyderabad, and then what? Karnataka, Bangalore, maybe, I don't know, a little bit of others, that's it. I don't know yet. At least the world doesn't know. Maharashtra, Mumbai, Pune, and then what? Look at, Andhra, yet to have a capital, all the very best to them. And then UP again, closer to the capital, nothing beyond that. But look at Tamil Nadu. You begin from Chennai. You go to Kanchipuram, you see the biggest, you see the electronics hub of India. And then you head off into Ranipet. You see people like Tata JLR setting there, Jaguar Land Rover setting up shop there. You head towards Dharmapuri, huge ecosystem. Head towards Hosur, again, huge ecosystem. Come to Salem, brilliant ecosystem. Go to Coimbatore, it's the pump capital of the world. It's the manufacturing. I strongly believe somehow Coimbatore missed out on being another Chennai, but we are going to make sure that Coimbatore again is going to be another Chennai. It's going to be a huge hub again. Come towards Tiruchi. People said Delta, only farming. No way. We're going to bring Jabal to Trichy. There's going to be a huge ecosystem in Trichy. Go towards Tanjavur. I'm bringing non-leather footwear there. Then we're heading towards Nagapattinam and another Sipcot there. Go to Madurai. Madurai again, a huge tidal. That's another pitch for you. Brilliant setup coming up in Madurai. So I urge all of you to come towards Madurai, and an A-grade facility getting ready, a tidal being built as we speak in Madurai. And then it doesn't end there, we're going south. We're going to Tirunelveli, again, brilliant setup, brilliant manufacturing, Tata Solar, Vikram Solar, and several other new key manufacturing happening. Thoothukudi, booming, big time now. One of the largest ports in India and growing. And I just opened VinFast, a world EV car maker. A few days back, our Chief Minister through M.K. Stalin Avargal opened it in a record-breaking timeline. Imagine a car manufacturing factory being set up in under 15 months. That is the speed of Tamil Nadu. That is the speed of governance that we are talking about. And we do not end there. And I heard my friends here in the previous panel talking about the airports everywhere. Chennai, Vellore, Salem, Trichy, Madurai, Coimbatore, Thoothukudi. There's one coming in Rameswaram. There's one coming in Hosur. And that's the messaging to the Bengaluru crowd. Be happy, Hosur is coming up very soon, don't worry. And we're making life easier for you. So, and on that note, Hosur is going to become the JB of Bangalore. It's going to become a twin city. We're going to make sure that Hosur, of course, we have everything but for a few other extra perks that we wouldn't mind. We wouldn't mind going into Bengaluru for the weekend. So we're gonna have Hosur built. Hosur being built to enable Bangalore. We're not competing. This is whatever Tamil Nadu does. People think we're competing. We do not compete with other states. We compete with other countries. So what Tamil Nadu does is only trying to enable bigger, better things for the country of India. And as Tamil Nadu, and of course as Maharashtra also is, we are the two engines that are actually running this country, and I think we're doing a brilliant job.
That's
And I said, so as distributed growth goes, Tamil Nadu, I still left out Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari also we're building a tidal neo now. So soon we will have a A-grade GCC space in Kanyakumari. Can you be that? And this, I'm doing it for my beloved brothers across the border in Kerala too. So something in Kanyakumari, something major coming through in Coimbatore. Coimbatore is becoming a brilliant GCC hub now. Brilliant space coming up in Coimbatore. So you should look up Coimbatore. Any nature enthusiasts in the crowd, please look up Coimbatore. Brilliant spaces coming up, amazing academic spaces, institutions which can deliver top-notch talent. Of course, Tamil Nadu, you can just go to any part of Tamil Nadu, just close your eyes, put your finger on the map of Tamil Nadu, and you'll see growth, infrastructure, and above everything else, the best of talent. So, yeah.
Yeah, actually some countries have demand to their advantage. I think Tamil Nadu has supply, which is basically talent as well as infrastructure as to our advantage, so that it can attract the best of the best to the state. I think congrats to you. The next question I have is, if you look at, I don't know how many of you know, there is a metric called a Gini coefficient. So if you're looking at Gini coefficient, that actually talks about income inequalities. And Tamil Nadu ranks very, very well in terms of the income inequality ranking. It does far better than the national average. My question is, it is not just the GDP growth that really matters. Ultimately, it is the per capita income. Most importantly, I would think, not even the average, but actually more like median. So, so because average sometimes gets skewed, right? So, but if you look at median numbers, that will be like amazing. So, what is our vision to get to $10,000 of per capita income? That is like roughly 8 lakhs or 7-8 lakhs. So, which means right now we are at 2.5.
Yeah, about 1.97 now on constant, but current I think we are about 3.67 in current.
Yeah, so how do we get there? Like, because that is a much more important metric than just
go to 4 in current, so in constant. So that's something which we are working on, and I think we are heading that way. As I said, Tamil Nadu. Oh, that's a beautiful moment. You see that dragonfly on there? Isn't that a moment? Okay. It is. So, okay. What is Tamil Nadu? Ladies and gentlemen, you look at Tamil Nadu, you see a very unique space. You see a very, very unique space. And you see all the industries being double of the national average. Why do you think so? Why do you think Tamil Nadu is always double of the national average? Anything you look at GER, I think it's 27 is what the national average is. We are at almost 50 something. Any number, you just pick any number and you'll automatically see Tamil Nadu doing double the number. A simple answer, it's very, very simple. We just enabled our women. We just respected our women. We enabled our women. Automatically, we get 50% of our population delivering economic growth to the state. And this, ladies and gentlemen, didn't happen overnight. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. And this is what we call Dravidian model of inclusive politics. And when we activate the other half, we don't activate them, we just let them be. We don't just disturb them, we just let them be, let them learn, let them fly on their own. And that has given this result. And this is why, of all the women working in India today in organized sector, of all the women working in India, take the entire lot, 42% of them are from this one state called Tamil Nadu. Can you beat that? Can you beat that? You really can't. But I'd love for India to beat that number. I don't want that number. I really actually personally hate that number. What does it actually mean? It means Tamil Nadu is the only state which is enabling inclusive growth. Tamil Nadu is the only state which is actually giving that woman her innate rights, right? And this is why when our leader announced this scheme, it's called the Kalaignar Magalir Urimai Togai. Urimai Togai, we give every household 1,000 rupees every single month. Every woman in the house gets the woman of the house gets 1,000 rupees every single month. And he doesn't, it's not a free dole, it's not a freebie. We call it her right. It's a way of the state. It's a way for the state to thank that woman for building this state, right? We're saying thank you because you built this state. We didn't recognize you for all this while. We're just saying thank you because of you, Tamil Nadu is here. Because you were at home working for these women, these men who went out and earned and stuff. Now you're there. Now you're also coming in because we've enabled you, and you're also working and enabling this government, this growth in Tamil Nadu. So we just want to thank you. That is why we call it Urimai Togai, which is your right. We say it's your right. So this kind of growth, as you said, why is Tamil Nadu separate, different from the rest of India? It is because we've enabled a woman. And as I told you, I hate that number because the rest of India is still not doing justice to our women. And I hope and pray that Team India wakes up and enables its women. That's what we want to do.
Thank you. No, I don't know, many of you would have heard about the word universal basic income. I think we are actually not just talking about it. Looks like Tamil Nadu is executing universal basic income in real terms, especially to women folks, right?
No, to complete that question, sorry, when it's queued off somewhere else. How are we doing it? We're making sure that we're picking up every sector. It's not just the GCC. We are the SaaS capital. We should have been the tech capital also. There was a dip of a decade in between, but where we didn't capitalize, but thankfully at least Bengaluru and Hyderabad did. So this ecosystem has stayed in south of India, and that's grown by leaps and bounds. That's enabled our educated youth. As you said, we have the talent pool that's needed for India to grow. 150,000 engineers every single year go out of our colleges and polytechnics and ITIs. Now every single person is actually delivering to the growth of India. And 150,000, and of course we have a huge amount of doctors also. I'm not even going into that. Professionals alone, looking at engineers alone, 150,000. And how is that? How is that possible? Because we have almost 25% of the top 100 institutions in India. And we are also one of the states which has a huge engineering college base, and every single college is going towards R&D, and we are going towards R&D. I would love to speak about R&D later, but yeah.
Sure. Actually, I want to ask, just for you guys keeping time, I'm going to ask 3 more questions, and then I will come to the audience. I think we were successful as a state in bringing SaaS to India, so to Chennai, as a SaaS capital, right? We actually snatched it from Bangalore. So in India, Chennai is known as the SaaS capital of India.
I don't know how you'd say we snatched it. We are the OGs of SaaS. So we were the original SaaS guys, and we still are.
No, the
we're
politics
the original fintech guys, and we still are.
The politics was supposed to take it back.
No.
So it was not on merit, but yeah. Anyway, so now the question is, how are we going to compete in the AI space and be the AI capital of India? Because I hear a lot of chatter happening in Indiranagar and Koramangala. How do we create that chatter in Chennai, in Coimbatore, in a distributed way?
No, see, simply put, Chennai is not Chennai. It's not Chennai. It's actually, it's Chen.ai. So we actually have AI inbuilt. Do not talk about this to the Mumbai guys. So, and I've already registered.
That is mum.ai.
Yeah. That's the real AI. So, no, but look at, and before any of my competitors try and block its Chen.ai, I already have done that. So I beat you to that also. So we have this within. This is Chennai. I mean, we are the original IT guys. You know why? Because we started computer education way before even India could spell computer science. Right? We started in the 1960s. Can you believe that? In late 1960s, my then leader, Dr. Kalaingar, was in the textbook corporation. So he started this work on computers and its uses. It's called no, not Kanani. It wasn't. See, Kanani, computer is called Kanani now, right, in Tamil. But then that book actually has the title Computergalum Adan Payangalum or Payanbadugalum, something like that. So it still had that. Kanani itself didn't come then. Okay, so when he started that, this was printed I think late in the early 1970s then. So almost 50 years back, Tamil Nadu and the Textbook Society in Tamil Nadu started talking about computers and its uses. And we were actually the first state to actually embed that into school education. We were actually the first state to actually put computers in school. So we started early because we had visionary leadership in Tamil Nadu. And I think entire growth that you see in Tamil Nadu is because of visionary leaders like Periyar and Anna and Kalaingar and of course even Madam and everybody else who's been here and up to now to our leader through MK Stalin. So we look ahead. As we speak, we didn't start with AI now. We've already had several rounds. In fact, once this regime came in, way back in 2021 also, when I was part of the planning commission, we had several rounds on what the effects of AI are going to be. And while the rest of the world looks at AI is disruptive and something which is going to snatch jobs, I see a lot of opportunity for Chennai. And I think Chennai is really going to prove why it's Chen.ai, and you're going to see a big boom, AI boom coming up in Chennai. And I don't want to go into Chennai, and I don't want to go into stuff that is happening now. I want to leapfrog at least 2 gens ahead. And that is what we are looking at. We're looking at R&D in a big way now. We've had enough of manufacturing. Tamil Nadu is one state, ladies and gentlemen, which very beautifully balances between services and manufacturing. And right now, we are emerging as the R&D capital of India and of Southeast Asia also. We've filed the highest number of patents already. So we're going towards that line. So we really would want to make Tamil Nadu, Chennai, the R&D capital of India also. So big things coming up in the AI space. So please look us up. Guidance Tamil Nadu is the place to be.
Sure. I'll ask one question related to GCC and one more, and then we are done. And then come to audience. GCC, I had some role to play in the GCC policy because in 2021, when I was part of the planning commission, Rajaa was also there. So we started that initiative, and he had to become a minister to actually execute that policy. It took 2 years we first formulated that in 2021, and then it took 2 years for him to become minister to execute that policy. But the question is, Tamil Nadu is the only state has a GCC policy right now, I think, right? If I'm correct, or somebody
I don't know,
else?
even if others had, I wouldn't tell you, so.
So now the question is, people are easily going to copy, especially in government thing. Karnataka looks at what Tamil Nadu is doing, Tamil Nadu looks at what other states are doing. So how are we going to stay ahead?
Brilliant, super question, thank you. Anybody can copy what we're doing, but it takes talent, it takes administration, it takes two to tango with the administrator and the politician sitting there to actually understand what the industry needs. That I think is a strength in Tamil Nadu today. We have people, we have administrators and lawmakers who actually understand what the industry needs. And that is what is paying rich dividends. And that is why I think we're leading. So it doesn't matter if you want to copy, just copy, but it's just going to be, it's probably not going to be what you need. It's probably what I need, because it's going to be different. My ecosystem is completely different. So if you're going to try and put what I can do into your space, all the best to you, because you can't beat me on that.
It's like startups, people can't copy ideas. That's really what you're saying, because it has a unique skill set combination to make it happen. So one last question. So actually, before coming to this panel, I actually reached out to some 10 GCC leaders, Kevin, Shiva, MD of AstraZeneca, and Pranil of Silicon Valley Bank, and Anand of Mr. Cooper, and all of those folks, to see what questions they have in mind, because I just want to make sure they cover it. But the one theme that is, two questions that is emerging is, one is related to airport. Because people land in airport, and then personally also I feel like we have to walk a long way to go to the parking spot. And we can actually allow people to come, pick up and go. I think the airport folks are making it convenient for them and not convenient for the citizens, right? Or the people who are using the airport. That is one. The second question is, one of the biggest negative points people always talk about, which is actually not true, is the cultural setup of Tamil Nadu, especially two aspects there. Main aspect is they talk about weather, but I think for somebody coming from outside of India, Chennai has the best weather because they want warm weather. So we have the beach and we have the warm weather. So we have an advantage rather than a disadvantage. But the most importantly they talk about is the nightlife. So the nightlife ecosystem in Chennai is not that vibrant. That is one, and the airport. These are the two things that came as a common theme across all the 4-5 people I reached out to. So how do we address that? I know.
I don't know. If Bangalore has biryani and beer, it has awful traffic also. But Chennai has idiyappam and paya to beat that. Maybe I don't know. Nightlife.
How is the K&K
See, there's so much of transformation in all our discussions. I don't know why he does this to me, but all our discussions, they come back to, they loop around and then come to that one point. I think Chennai has a very responsible...
We need the microbreweries. I know alcohol is a very touchy topic in Tamil Nadu politics, but I do really believe if Goa is the West Vegas for India, Chennai can be the East-South Vegas for India. And we can actually balance out the country. And we also have Pondicherry next to us. So we can double up with them and we can give a tough fight for anybody else across the India. So why can't we make that dream come true?
I think Chennai and Tamil Nadu is a no-nonsense state, right? I don't think we have time and space for too much of leisure. But I'll keep my leisure healthy, okay? I'll keep my leisure healthy. So I think we'll make up. I think we'll make up for it with some amazing beaches, and which we are already preparing. We have blue beaches all over, blue flag beaches all over Tamil Nadu. We have amazing spaces around Coimbatore. Try hiking, man. Why would you want to do this? Go try hiking. Let's go into greener spaces. Let's breathe easy. And I think, I think a healthier lifestyle is better. And I think, come on, I mean, look. I went to Cupertino, right? And I wanted to see what that walk was all about. Why there's this pond that, what do they call it, the Serenity Pond or something? The Serenity Pond, right? So when Steve actually built that, he made a path which is just wide enough for two people. He says more than two, there's not going to be any constructive dialogue, right? So he wanted to maintain it to just two, three people max, right? So that pathway is just about 2-3 people. And I think I connect directly, and I think most of Chennai, most of Tamil Nadu connects directly to that thought process, where we really want to contribute to, we want every second, every minute to be constructive. And of course, I mean, leisure is part of it, but let that be healthy leisure, right? Let that be healthy. And I think we'll concentrate more towards healthy. And if you want to go chill and relax and do whatever you want to later, then you can always head off to Bengaluru.
Minister is giving a politically correct answer.
No. That is also a healthy answer.
Okay, I'm done, guys. I think I'm opening up for questions. We can ask like 3-4 questions to Minister, and we can wrap up the session. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed so far. Yep, the person out there. I'll also encourage some women folks to ask questions.
As an industries minister of Tamil Nadu, what are your views on that, and what are the takeaways that Tamil Nadu can take it away from the trade pact? And also, like, how do you want to address the current scenarios between India and US, especially the US president is increasing tariffs day by day?
I was hoping you won't do that. I was hoping you would stay with UK. I was there when that question was popped here to somebody, and I was laughing, saying that's the most difficult question to answer today. That's the most difficult question. But I think, see, international diplomacy is extremely difficult. It's not an easy job, and I hate to be in the shoes of the Prime Minister today. But I'm as a state, as a responsible state, we would definitely love to back. And I have said this before. We totally back whatever decision the government of India takes, and I think we should stand as one in this time. And I think we should stand as with the union government. I'm sure, politics aside, as Indians, I'm really upset with the kind of words that are being used against India today, and that I won't mince words. I'm really upset with the kind of words, and I don't think it actually augurs well for international relations. But that said, that's how some people are. And we just have to live with it, and we have to come up with our own solutions. And as India, India is a booming country. It's a brilliant, brilliant economy right now. It's going to boom in a big, big way. There's no question about that. That is because all of India is now turning, and all of India is now churning. And we are, as a people, building our own nation, right? So I think as Indians, we are completely capable of taking care of ourselves. But that said, if I put on my industry's hat, yes, of course, I am a bit worried. This is not the way things should go. But unfortunately, that's how it's looking. But then, having said that, to 24 hours, it's a big, big space for us to comment on anything on the tariff war now. Every single day you're going to see something new. Already I heard this morning, I saw what the President said last night. It's a bit more toned down. So we're hoping things will settle. And I think it's early days, so less said the better. So let's keep our emotions in control, and let's not act like the others are. So let's wait, and I think let's react as after things settle. And I think we can definitely take care of ourselves, and it's definitely Tamil Nadu, because we as a state are the only state which grew positively during COVID. So we've seen COVID, we've seen bigger viruses, so we don't have a problem.
Seen bigger viruses.
And as far as the FTA with UK is concerned, I'm really excited about it. And the textile sector in Tamil Nadu is going to have a fantastic time. It's going to have a fantastic time. And I see a lot of other sectors which are also going to gain from this. And of course, IT also, I see a lot of scope coming up with the UK. And as I said, we are already, we saw this coming with the US. Of course, we know President Trump has his own way. He's doing things for his own country. I mean, if he thinks it's right, it's right for his country. I mean, the people of the United States chose him. So I think we should also respect that. It's just the way he says it that's upsetting. But then, whatever he does, he's been given a mandate and he's working for his people. We should not be having a problem with that. The problem is the way he addresses India. Now, as India, we're going to stick to our guns, and maybe, I don't know, it's up to the union government. As I said, I hope the union actually takes us into confidence. I hope they talk to states like Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu and take our inputs, because we are the ones who are running this. I mean, we're churning this economy. Look at us, we're just 5.9% of India's population, and we're giving India about 10% of its growth. Look at what we're doing. I mean, if you're not going to ask us, who are you going to talk to? And who are you going to plan this for, right? You plan this for states which are actually working out, working 24/7 to deliver for India. And that's what I'm saying. Just ask us. And I've heard the UK FTA is going to Halima's here. We have a big thing coming very, very soon. I've already had a visit, had a very good visit. And yes, there's something big coming up with the UK also. As I said, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu was in the US about a few months back, and when we saw this coming, we started talks about what if in the US itself, and we knew something like this was going to happen. So we already started moving east. We're looking at ASEAN countries, we've gone to Japan, we're looking at other Southeast Asian countries to collaborate and work with, and Europe in a big way. So Tamil Nadu is definitely making sure that we can definitely take a hit, but I think it's for the union government to work out a really good solution for this issue. And geopolitics, huge thing, and diplomacy, very big task now.
Yeah, we'll probably have 2 more questions. So somebody here, sorry.
I'm home. Sorry. So I'm hoping the next panelists are all okay with this.
No, this will be a lot simpler than geopolitics. Well, hi, I'm Karuna and I'm from Bangalore, but I'm here, hey, because every state that grows, India grows, and we're here to support. A big question. So while there are a lot of the education system has not changed. So while we are sitting here and we're talking about AI and we're talking about GCC centers and we're talking about where the world is heading next, why are our children still studying things that are not relevant to the world in the 21st century? As a minister of the industries and the IT, how closely are you working with the educational minister to make sure children, and not just colleges, we don't just need good engineering courses, we need our children to change the way they've been studying from first standard. And I've literally pulled out my daughter from traditional schooling because I realize it's just blocking her creativity, it's just blocking what she's capable of doing in the world today. But what's happening in Tamil Nadu? And how are you preparing the next generation? How are you preparing the next people who are going to be sitting here for what the world is?
Thank you. Tamil Nadu, ladies and gentlemen, is here today because of education. My leader says education and health are his 2 eyes, right? That's how he speaks. And luckily for me, the education minister, the state school education minister, is an extremely good friend, and we get to talk a lot. We didn't start this today. What Tamil Nadu does in education is definitely different, and that's why you see the numbers automatically being higher than India. We started in the 1920s, right? In the 1920s, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, in fact, then Madras Corporation was the first, had a school, that was the first school in which midday meals were given, right? In the 1920s. We started then, we didn't start now. We looked at the importance of education and coming away, making sure that what you teach actually goes in. Then kids they wouldn't eat in the morning, so they would faint in the afternoon. So our Justice Party leaders, they spotted that and they made sure that that kids are given food to actually make sure that they absorb what they're taught, right? So it is small tweaks like that that we do, and we've been doing it from the 1920s. Coming to your question about what you're doing differently now to make sure that children are abreast with the growing situation, I'll tell you one thing that we're doing. I don't think anywhere in India we're looking at quality management in school, right? See, right now, Tamil Nadu is the auto capital, Tamil Nadu is the textile capital, Tamil Nadu is the non-leather footwear capital, Tamil Nadu is the electronics capital, Tamil Nadu is the SaaS capital, Tamil Nadu is the R&D capital, Tamil Nadu is the talent capital also. And this is why we are actually growing. And how did this talent come into place? And what are the kind of products that are coming out of Tamil Nadu? Look at the kind of products that are coming out of Tamil Nadu. It's not just the manufacturing that's happening. Everything that is being manufactured is at top quality. So that quality is what we want to imbibe into every single school-going kid, right? The system itself, there are several methodologies, and that is also being taken into the school education system. In fact, my late leader, Kalaignar, whose Remembrance Day is today, he started what is called Samachir Kalvi, which he wanted to bring education on one part to every single school, not just the CBSE guys, not the state board, everybody to get top-notch quality education. Then it got a bit derailed, and now we're back to that. And we're coming up with really specifically tailored courses for students in school. And putting quality management as part of it, I don't think any other state is actually even thinking about that, right? So this is how Tamil Nadu is different, and for this, you can't just decide to do this overnight. We'll have to train the teacher. Now, we are also sending our teachers to several top institutions, several top industries to get trained there. And I'm also talking to some of the top industrialists in the state to get IFQM and quality management itself embedded into school education. So yes, every single day we are looking at innovative new ways to teach our students and enable them. In fact, we don't want to teach them things, we just want to put things out there and for them to choose. That is the way I think school education in Tamil Nadu doing. Every single school now has a smart classroom. I don't think any other state in India has that. Yes, and of course, we're doing all of this with the kind of, with a not so cooperative union, which is not giving us our due. So yes, we are trying, ma'am, and yes, we are, I think personally, we're doing a great job in enabling our kids and keeping them abreast with progress in the world. Yes, yeah, doing that.
Just to add two more points to what Minister said, Tamil Nadu has 8,000 labs in the schools. I don't think any other state has 8,000 labs in the computer labs. Second, 6th and 9th standard students are going to learn AI from 6 to 9. Third, it's the most important point, there are 3.8 million students studying between 6th standard and 12th standard. Out of that, 2 million are women, 1.8 are boys. We have more women studying in school than boys. I don't think it has happened anywhere else in the state.
Yeah, and we already have an MOU with Google and Microsoft to teach AI in school for 2 million kids. So yeah. We're doing that.
We have two more questions, guys. That's what I just checked with Karthik. Two more questions. Yeah. Sir, if you don't mind, I'll ask one more. Sometimes it's very hard to get women come up. So.
No, not in the state of Tamil Nadu.
Not in the state of Tamil Nadu. Thank you.
You have more women asking questions than men here.
You beat me to it.
So, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for everything you're doing, to keep our state of Tamil Nadu ahead of the others. And Chen.ai is equal to Chennai is awesome. Okay, I'll keep my question very short. What is your government doing in the area of ease of doing business for organizations who would want to increase their presence in Tamil Nadu?
Thank you. And yes, and first of all, I want to put this out there. We're doing so much for foreign investors, and Tamil Nadu is one state which actually gives equal importance, or if not more, to the investors within the nation. So please come by. Don't think that we are only doing this for investments coming from all over the world, but you're very, very keen on investments coming in from across the border, definitely Bengaluru and Hyderabad. So if some of your folks are here, please, that's an open invitation. I hear it's very bad traffic in Bengaluru and you're having some electricity issues in Hyderabad, so I don't know. Good luck to all of them, but then welcome to Chennai. Ma'am, about ease of doing business. Every one of us are easily accessible, right? I'm accessible, my team is accessible, Guidance Tamil Nadu, it's one of its kind. Guidance Tamil Nadu, I urge all of you to actually take time and go look at Guidance Tamil Nadu. It's not your regular Sarkari office, right? It's a brilliant, brilliant ecosystem where you'll see kids from IIM and IITs sitting casually working at their desk and crunching numbers for us to work on. So with Guidance Tamil Nadu, this is the biggest and the best investment promotion agency in the country. It's been awarded by the UN also. Invest India comes here to learn, so but we don't teach them much. So so yeah, we have a lot to give to India and we don't have a problem. But as I said, EODB, we have a separate desk. We have a GCC 1 desk now, which is coming up. We're just putting up a desk only for GCCs. So whatever issues you have, you can just come there. It's just one stop. It is actually a single window system. There's nothing more. You can just come there. Over 200 clearances across the desk, you'll get it cleared. And I also have, thanks to my Chief Minister, Thiru M.K. Stalin Avargal, he's given me the ability to connect with all the top secretaries. We do this about once in 2 months. All the top secretaries and myself and the Chief Secretary sit in this committee. We look at the MOUs that we have signed and the stages that they've crossed. So we put a timeline, and most of them are deemed cleared if other departments takes time. So that is why, as I said, you see the speed of governance in Tamil Nadu. So ease of doing business, we are right there at the top, ma'am. And especially for the GCCs, as I said, the GCC 1 desk is your point to be. Guidance Tamil Nadu, please put that in your mind. Guidance Tamil Nadu. Guidance Tamil Nadu is one place which doesn't have just one desk in Chennai. We have an office in Chennai. We have an office coming up in Silicon Valley. We have an office coming up in Germany. We have an office already. We already have an office in Germany. In Vietnam, we already have an office. In Japan, I just opened a desk. So we're going all over the world. So you will have, if you want us to connect to some of your clients, please let us know. We will connect to them and bring them to you. We don't mind doing that at all. And this is absolutely free of cost, of course. And this is one message that I want to do. This is one important thing, ma'am. If you want to move into Tamil Nadu, we have a big incentive coming on the moving side. We have rental incentives. We have payroll subsidies. The R&D scheme has several such incentives. But more than that, if you don't know Tamil Nadu and you just want to test the waters, I will give you a desk at Guidance Tamil Nadu for free. You can come sit there, put your office in Guidance Tamil Nadu for 2-3 months, sit around, you'll also see what Tamil Nadu is doing via Guidance's lens, and then you can learn what Tamil Nadu is about, and then you can take the plunge into Tamil Nadu. I don't think you're going to look back after that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So one last question. I think this gentleman has been waiting for long.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I've been into this industry for the last 30 plus years. BPO, I've seen how it has evolved. Call centers, BPO, shared services, GCCs, GBS and all. Guidance Tamil Nadu is the right platform for that. My suggestion to you is that if that can be strengthened with working professionals, practicing professionals, I think that will accelerate the growth much faster and take us into a lot more avenues. So that's my first point to you. The second point, more a handle, I really appreciate that Chen.ai.
Just keep one question, sir.
Yeah, what I'm saying is we can expand that as Center for Higher Education, Nurturing Neurosciences and AI. That is Chennai. That will take it forward because both these neurosciences and AI are the most developing and upcoming in the future.
We'll have our own Neuralink coming up soon.
Yeah,
so don't-
thank you.
No, I don't know why. Why not? I mean, you have some of the guys who are doing it out there in the US are all our boys, and most of them are coming back anyway. So when they're coming back, we're going to have everything set up for them, and we really love to have some of the brains come back and do things here for India. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, getting all of you is very, very rare. So I'm going to put one idea into your mind. I think we've done that. We've been the manufacturing capital for the longest time. And as India, I think we should all save enough of servicing for the world. I think it's about time we became product nation India, right? We should have our own product, right? And this is what I've been pushing. I've been pushing for product nation TN. And I think all of you here should head towards product nation India. And that is where I think it's the next growth that we see. Look at what China has done. I mean, it's so easy for everybody to say, look at what China has done. And of course, they put about $500 billion into, $500 billion into R&D. And that, I think, again, I want to put it out there. Please invest into R&D. Please invest into the brains that are coming out of amazing institutions all across Tamil Nadu and of course India. Please invest heavily into R&D is my request for you. And please stay invested. And I think research happens only if the researcher has a good safety net. Every single person, every youngster who comes out of college and goes into research knows that it takes at least 5-6 years to actually get to that end point, right? And what if he fails there, he or she fails there, he or she doesn't have a safety net? And that is where I think governments like ours should also step in. We are ready to step in, but I think the union should step in a much, much bigger way. Lots needs to be done in R&D. We must move towards product nation. That's something which I want to put out there.
Thank you guys. I think we are run out of time, seriously. No, it's already close to 12. I think he's going to kill me. Thank you, I hope you guys enjoyed. I think he might be there for a few minutes. We'll there for a few minutes to ask questions, but thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it, and great meeting you after a long time in person. Thank you. Bye guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, our Honorable Minister, Dr. TRB Rajaa, sir, and Mr. Suresh Sambandam, sir, for that insightful, thought-provoking and inspiring conversation, ladies and gentlemen. So, sir, we would request you to kindly stay back as we have a small token of memento to be given. May I invite Mr. Karthikeyan Selvaraj to please join us to felicitate Dr. TRB Rajaa and Mr. Suresh Sambandam. Thank you, sir. The audience is truly inspired by Tamil Nadu's progressive vision and commitment to global excellence. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. It was so inspiring, and we were really honored to hear from you.